A 3-2 lead for the Chicago Cougars here in this third period as we get ready for this final one. And when you look at it, Eric, good conversation before the third period started with head coach Brad Stofers. Doesn't like the intensity from his team here early on.
Yeah, and again, you can't allude to the fact it is the third game in 3 nights, but it's the same thing for the Riverkings. So it's something to where they're going to have to find that extra level of intensity or energy because they're playing a higher caliber opponent. Let's face it, this isn't the Ileana Blackbirds, right? No disrespect to them, but the talent level that you're facing with the Riverkings tonight is much different, and so you're going to have to raise that level of play to make sure that you come out on top at the end of this game.
Not only that, you want to catch those Dells Ducks, the number one team. It's a spot that the Cougars had for a good part of the season when they started off undefeated until they lost to the Dells Ducks. That's when they lost their first place spot. So something you want to try and get back. You win tonight, you're a point behind them only, and you do have one more game with the Ducks.
Which is good. So the Ducks, again, they won again today. All right, so here we can look at the Riverkings shot.
This was the second goal.
Second goal.
Yeah, that when you look at it there, it looks like he was screened a little bit by Matt Olson.
Right.
And then just kind of beat him on that near side.
Yeah, is it between his stick and his side? Yeah, it looks like you're
right.
Like
it might have even hit
off
of his stick and in too. So tough goal for Dylan Gillis to give up there. I don't think you can really put that one on him.
No.
I mean, obviously he wishes he had it back. Maybe his positioning, if it's a little bit better, a little bit more out in front, because that's the only guy who's a threat. He didn't have to worry about anybody else.
Exactly. So obviously, keep away from the turnovers. That was one thing that you talked about with Coach Stover between period, is limiting some of those turnovers, making sure you're positionally sound going into the third period here.
Yep, third period just about to get underway. Teams have switched sides one more time. Right to left will go the Cougars. Left to right will be the Riverkings, as they will win the faceoff to the Rapids Riverkings. This one comes over to the near side on Tyler Carey's stick as he dumps it in behind the net. Hunter Shipman sending it up along the far side, out and down, as they still have a little bit of penalty time that is carried over here. So there's about not a whole lot of time left on it, about 10 seconds left. As this pass goes through the middle, up to a player for the Riverkings in Carey, as Carey sends the puck up top of the left circles. It goes to the left wing half boards to Kaiser. As Kaiser trying to keep it for his team, back to 5-on-5 hockey. Puck goes wide of the net and in behind. Good stick, tied it up, freed the puck up. As a player on, they didn't see he was behind, was Lomberg, but he has it top of the left circle, sends a shot in, and it's grabbed, and then Lomberg delivered a hit to a guy as the whistle went.
Yeah, he might be going to the box here.
Sam Nelson with that glove save, by the way, as we watch the replay.
So watch, here's Lomberg skating in on the left side. He's going to get a shot off here, right into the stomach chest area, and then he's going to elbow down the Riverkings player, and that's going to send him to the penalty box. No, actually, my mistake. Penalties on Carey.
Yeah, Tyler Carey is the one who goes to the box. Now, was he the one that Lomberg checked?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
But Lomberg not in the box.
I thought for sure he was getting the penalty there, but obviously that's not the case.
Maybe something happened that caused Lomberg to deliver that hit to, but normally the guy who retaliates goes in. So power play opportunity for the Cougars out of all of it is what comes.
Well, this is a big power play for the Cougars. You're only up by 1 goal here.
As this one up at the point with his Doremus goes top of the right circle for Rayback. Down low over to Nickerson. Nickerson back to Rayback. Up to the near side now. Doremus up at the left wing half boards. Try to send it in front for Zatera. As this one holding it is switching places is Nickerson and Palermo. Try to go to the bottom of the right circle for Zatera. As Zatera has it back on it, Zavane. As this one goes up to the right point. As there's a shot from Palermo, hits off of a pad and comes back out right circle. Trying to send it in front. Left point to Remus. Doremus holding on, towing the line. Pulls it up and passes it to Zavane, top of the left circle. Back up to the point. Rebound opportunity. Nickerson couldn't stuff it in as the pad got over in time by the goalkeeper and Nelson for left wing circle with 18:28 left to go in the third, minute 15 on the power play.
That was a huge stop by Nelson where that puck was. You're going to see here the shot coming in. Zavane feeds it to the top. Save, and then the long outstretched right pad for Nelson, then knocked the net off its mooring there. Big save.
And Nickerson didn't quite get to it right away either. Palermo towing the point, passes it over to Zatero, carries up, pulls it into the high slot. Top of the right circle, tried to feed it for Nickerson on the near side. Net came off the boring again, so we'll do this face-off all over in the left circle. Now with 18-16 left to go, and in about 1:03 left on the power play.
Well, Zavain really generating a lot of chances here. He's someone that, look, you see 2 Riverkings players going for him there. Tried to feed it to the left side, right side of Nelson.
Left wing circle face-off, this time 1 to Cole for the Riverkings. Can't clear it out as it's held in at the left point by Palermo. Back down the left wing half boards to Nickerson as he will now go up high. Passes it to the right point to Remus. Cross ice to Palermo in the left circle. Tried to feed it in towards the slot, but it bounced off of a player. Whiffing on it was the Riverkings player in Kaiser, but he's able to clear it out over towards Van Bockelen as he has it now in the zone. Dropped it off for the player in front as there's a shot blocker save made by Gillis as he redirects it into the far half boards as the Cougars pick it back up. 34 seconds left on the power play opportunity. Pass off along the left wing over to Zavain. Zavain trying to cut in, comes back around with a wraparound opportunity, and covering it up for the faceoff is the goalkeeper in Nelson.
Good idea by Zavain going around the net and trying to do the wraparound play with Nickerson closing in on the rebound. You'll see here Zavain, I think this is from the previous play, shot wide of the net, but he's generating chances. Anytime Zavain has the puck, the Riverkings are paying attention to that, and that's freeing up the ice for some of the other players. Lots of time and space.
Just over 17 minutes left to go. Here is this one along the left wing half boards, controlled by the Cougars for the last 15 seconds of the power play. Schiffman up to Olsen for a shot, rebound opportunity, and that one deflected up into the left wing corner. Back up to the left point, they go to Schiffman, toes the line at the point, sends a shot, hits off a player, bouncing away off of a hand in the left circle. Is that puck free and finally onto the stick of number 7 and Cole. Cole along the left wing. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as he sends a pass in forward. Gillis directed it away with his stick. Bounced right onto the stick of number 19, Esty, as he sends his shot over the glass. Back into the far half boards. Bouncing puck finally controlled by Schiffman for the Cougars as he almost turns it over, and he does. Into the slot, shot over the net from number 16 in Sarah. That goes into the left wing half boards, and now it's taken back by the Cougars, Mike Watson. Watson dumping it in after he crosses center line. A hit there, no call, so it goes in behind the net.
Riverkings are coming here. They've been putting on the pressure here the last few seconds.
Luxford along the right wing, into the right circle, center to pass, but it hit off the skate. Bounces up to the left point where it's held in by Heller as he turns it over. Cougars back with it. Nick Kropp on his stick as he brings it in along the left wing. Onside play, Kropp in, shoots, and the save made with the pad by the goalkeeper in number 29, Nelson. Back along the right wing half boards. Bouncing back to the right wing corner as the Riverkings try and take back control. Kropp with it on his stick, back up to the right point for Palermo's shot as that one got through traffic. Right circle, Kropp with another shot, and then the whistle goes as the puck's finally covered. A little extracurriculars after 16:06 left here in the third period, still 3-2.
All right, here's a shot coming from the point here. Lots of traffic in front of Nelson. Nelson's been standing on top of his head. Riverkings, or the Cougars right now, 33 shots on goal. Only 3 have gone in, and you really couldn't fault Nelson for any of the goals that have been scored.
Not at all. He's made some big saves for his team, too, especially on that last power play where the Cougars played well on it. They've only had one shot here, by the way, for the Riverkings on net, and it was a big save by Dylan Gillis on the other end as the Riverkings with control of the puck here send it cross ice to the near side diagonally as it bounces right to the Cougars' Willie Doremus. Doremus behind his net, drops it off there for Palermo. Palermo through the middle, hits off of Nickerson's skate. Gives it right back off to Cody Rayback. Rayback along the right wing, onside, sends the shot in low, and it's save made and covered up by the goalkeeper in Nelson. As we've got 2 players, one of the players of the Cougars in a headlock by one of the players on the Riverkings, and he's going to go to the box too, is Chris Esty. And I didn't see who he ended up having in that headlock. It's a player who's down.
Yeah, he looks down. I think he might have got poked in the eye or something, but he seemed to grab his face towards the end of the play here. I don't know if it's the vein.
He seems to be the late man in.
All right. No, Zavain's on the other side. Rayback's going around.
It's Palermo.
Palermo, right there. Okay.
So it's another power play for the Cougars. They can take advantage of this one they're going to have a lead, as talking with the official right now is Tyler Carey. And I think one of the captains for the Cougars over there as well.
And it looks like Esty seems to be in a little bit of a distress too in the penalty box, although he shook off needing a trainer.
So Matt Olson was the one who was out there talking, one of the captains for this Cougars team. As now the coaching staff for the Riverkings talking, I think that might be Marty Quarters talking with the officials. Either way, power play opportunity, Cougars here with 15:38 left to go in this third period, 3-2 Cougar lead. As this one up to the point for Hunter Schiffman. Now he goes over to Olson, right wing half boards. Second unit, the one out here right now, as Olson sends the shot. Is that one to save made through traffic by the goalkeeper in Nelson. Back to the left wing half boards. Cougars still control, faking the shot with Schiffman. Gives it off for Lomberg's shot as it hits off a leg and comes to the near side as it's wristed down slowly by Albitz.
Lomberg providing some good traffic there in front of the net. Just didn't go in, but he was providing a good screen for the goalie, to the goalie.
As streaking up through the middle, passing it off to Lomberg along that left wing inside the zone as he takes it in around the behind the net. Right wing half boards now, back down low, back up to the right point. Back to Olson, sends it over to the right circle. Backhanded pass by Lomberg for the shot from the point. Rebound opportunity in the glove save made by Nelson. First shot was from Zatera, second shot from Lomberg. 14:49 left to go here. Minute 10 left on the power play, still 3-2 Cougars.
Oh, watch towards the end of this replay here. You're going to see a little styling by Nelson with the glove save after the rebound attempt. He's going to pick up the rebound, glove it, snare it, show it to his audience.
He's been playing a pretty good game for this Riverkings team. He's kept them in it at a one-goal game. Willie Doremus up at the point, sends it down to the right wing corner, back up top of the right circle. Rayback's shot, hits off a leg, comes right back to Doremus, but he whiffed on the puck that was on edge. Has to go back into the neutral zone now to pick it up, backhands it over to the near side, as that one off a Palermo stick, but right there was Cody Rayback to lift it up into the left wing corner. And this goes for an icing too. Rayback on the wrong side of the line is the call. 48 seconds left on the power play.
Yeah, icing on a power play. That's probably not anything you want to draw up here.
I think they were trying to protest and say that maybe it went off of a player for the Riverkings, but it didn't look like it.
No.
So right wing circle face-off inside Cougar zone. The face-off won by the Riverkings, but the Cougars steal the puck away as it's Rayback along the left wing. Has a player streaky in the middle. Zatera shoots it. Big save made by Nelson as he got across and got a piece of it and sent it wide.
Well, I think Anthony Zavane was ready to raise his hands on that one. It was highway robbery there by Nelson. He just continues to apply the vice to the Cougars right here.
As this one in off the end boards, Riverkings can't get it out. Up at the right point, control. Shot there that hits off the glass, goes in behind onto the stick of Zavane. Zavane into the left circle, shoots and scores! Top shelf in the top right corner. Makes it 4-2 Cougars with 13:47 left to go here in this third period. It's a power play goal.
And Chris, I don't know if the Riverhawks thought the puck was going to go off the net there, and then they kind of relaxed, but it goes off the glass. Zavane picks it up here in the corner. He's going to come out of it with the corner, circle around, and just fire a wrister over the glove side. Just a quick shot. Nelson, a little maybe too deep into his net there. It was a tough angle shot, but maybe it was a little too deep in the net. The way Anthony Zavane's shooting.
Nice placement by Zavane,
right.
Too. So Zavane on the unassisted goal as this one comes over along the near side. Cougars now with a 2-goal lead here in this third period, but there's still a lot of time left as we've just ticked under the 13:26 mark. As along the far boards, the Cougars try to send this one out of their own end. Bounces off a player, comes to the near half boards, hits off the glass, and goes right to Kropp in the neutral zone in front of the penalty boxes. Lost it off of his stick, as now cutting in was Van Dyke as he takes it back for the Cougars. D-to-D pass, and now right back across. His player lost his stick, but the Cougars still with control of the puck as it's Lockinen. Gives it off for Beltrame, and Beltrame, that puck a little bit on edge, gets it over to Lockinen. Lockinen up ahead to Kropp, who can't get it out of the zone as there's a shot from the right point by Cole, as the Cougars are able to get this one out, but this is going to go maybe for an icing, and it is, so bring this one down back into the Cougar zone with 12:44 left to go in the third period, but they've extended their lead to 4-2 Cougars.
All right, so he might be getting another look. Yeah, here's another look at the goal. Look at Zavain coming out of the corner. Now watch, he's got the corner covered, Nelson. He's got the near post covered. But Zavain just finds that top corner, so maybe he could come out a little bit more, but he was protecting the near side.
I think, too, look at where his glove positioning was as well. His glove was a little bit down as this face-off won by the Cougars back out into the neutral zone as it goes to Heller. Heller through the middle of the ice, tries the stretch pass, hits off of the player Manson, goes in behind. Hunter Shipman in the left wing corner for the Cougars. Gets the puck back for his team. Back along the far boards as through the middle of the ice, pass over to Lomberg. Lomberg brought it into the zone, and now it gets off to Mike Watson as he sends a shot, and he just missed that top right corner trying to get the same goal Savain had as it was open again. As Watson fighting through a check, has it on his stick in that right wing corner, gives it off to Zetera. Zetera backhanding it up towards the point, but it's cutting in front and stealing it away with Van Bockelen as he gets taken out along the far boards, and that frees the puck up for the Cougars to Watson. Watson to Lomberg, offside.
You know, the Cougars have done a great job of boxing in Van Bockelen most of this game. He is their leading scorer, but you haven't heard much from him. You haven't heard much from Reed Kaiser. So obviously having the two top lines out there or the Watson line out there against them has really shut them down.
And they have to play defense instead of offense.
Right.
Face off from the near dot one by the Cougars by Nickerson. Gives it off to Doremus, who gives it off to his defensive partner in Palermo, who dumps it in. Cougars chase it as that one goes into the near half boards. Comes free into the left circles. The Riverkings take it back now in behind their own net as it's number 7 who made the pass off to the far side over to Esty. As the Cougars, it's turned over. There's a shot from Zetero, and able to get a piece of it and hold on to it was Nelson for the left wing circle face-off with 11:27 left to go.
Oh, Anthony Zavain again.
Nice pass, too, there from that right wing half boards to him.
It looks like he was trying to go to the same spot. Only that time Nelson got the glove and the stick on it.
So face-off was in the left circle, won by the Cougars, sent back out by the Riverkings. As this one back into the left wing corner, Cougars with control. As through and turning around will be Palermo as he takes it behind his own net. Sends it off the far boards as this one hits off in front of the Cougars bench, bounces off and goes right back to the Riverkings. Cole along the right wing, passing it through the middle onto the stick of for a shot, and Gillis with the save on the shot from Carries. There's another opportunity. Gillis with the glove save, and then he's able to kick it away with the stick as it's sent back in behind the net. Cougars back with control as it's Peters. Peters to the near side, gives it off to Trapp. Will at least get it to neutral ice, or it's back in by the Riverkings, where Lockinen will send the pass to the far side. Pass through the middle, just out of the reach, as this one dumped in and should be an icing. No icing is the call, actually, as there's a player who ends up getting tripped up. No call, as this one on the stick of Brennan Peters. As Peters trying to hold it there, as he's got a teammate on either side, as it comes free in that right wing corner. As Letmansky will free it up, bottom of the right circle, lost it off his stick. Starting back up along the left wing are the Riverkings. Good defense from Lockinen as that one gets in, and Gillis able to keep it out. There's a good opportunity. Trying to hold it there was Lockinen, as he's able to free it up now to Letmansky. Letmansky along the near side. Lost it off his stick. Can't get it out of the zone. Riverkings can keep the pressure on. Left wing corner, the puck came free. Out in front, Gillis able to get the left pad on it as it comes back to Letmansky. Letmansky tried to backhand it out of the zone, but again, being held in here. Well, actually, I think they said it was out as the Riverkings go for some changes. Bounces off of one player, bounces right onto the stick of Gavin Nickerson. Nickerson around one in the right wing. Pulls it in for a pass to Letmansky as he takes a shot. Puck free in the slot as it goes into the left wing corner. Still controlled by the Cougars as that one hit off of a skate of a Riverkings player and bounces into the neutral zone. Pass to Matt Olson, and he turns it over to Peterson. Peterson behind the back pass, picked off by the Cougars, trying to catch the Kings and Riverkings in a change. As Zavain centered the pass, but he centered it for a Riverkings player who just clears this one out. This actually, I think, might go for icing.
I think he waved it off.
And they did wave it off.
Yeah.
So Riverkings will be able to make a change here. They had some tired legs on the ice. Olsen with the puck. 9:02 left to go in this third period. 4-2 Cougars with the lead as it's dumped in behind the net where it's picked up by the Riverkings in Radzewski as he lost it there. As this one bounces off those far half boards. as they skate out. Radzewski with it still as he dumps this one down in behind the net, where Gavin Nickerson will pick it up in the left wing corner, then send it back down low for Willie Doremus. Doremus behind his own net, letting his team set up here. Comes out along the far side, passes it to the near side to Rayback. Rayback up ahead to Mike Watson. Watson dropping it off for Zavane. Zavane high slot shot, and that one hits up into the glass as he slapped that one in. As this comes to the Willie Doremus at the left point. Back down towards the right wing corner. As holding this one in was one of the Cougars players in Watson. Watson center a pass there, shot and goal. Zatara makes it 5-2 Cougars. Good work along the boards by the captain as he feeds it into the slot for a wide open Zatara.
That's it exactly, Chris. You talked about you have to do some of the dirty work along the boards. And there you see the captain getting the puck free. There's the scrum. And checked in the back. Puck comes loose.
Check that. That was Lomberg.
Lomberg feeding Zatara. Zatara all alone right in the slot, and he buries it.
Good work by
blocker side, stick side.
Good work by Lomberg as he will definitely get the assist on that one as he fed that beautiful pass into the slot. As now Mike Watson has the puck on his stick into the right circle as he sends a shot and the save made by the goalkeeper in Nelson. So now 3-goal lead here with 7:48 left to go. A bit comfortable lead for these Cougars.
It's a comfortable lead. A couple minutes before that, though,
Felt
Dylan Gillis was definitely getting tested down there. He made a series of excellent saves to keep the Riverhawks at bay.
Yes, as the Riverkings will have the puck.
Riverkings, sorry.
Along the near side, that's all right. We knew what you meant. It happens sometimes. They played the Blackbirds, and the Blackhawks are on right now. It's understandable.
I'll just make up team names as we go here. So,
as this one along the near side, Lomberg able to send it out into the neutral zone. Comes right back to Lomberg, grabbed it out of the air. He gets upended, but the puck's still free. Dumped in by Mike Watson as his line goes for a shift. Cougars changing on both ends as well. The defenseman, as with control of it for the Riverkings, is Heller. Heller along the left wing takes a shot, hits off of the glass, and goes in behind, where Olsen will send it to the far half boards. Riverkings still with control, however, and now finally it's Cougars' puck. Locking in, sending it up ahead towards Letmansky, a little bit out of his reach, bounces off of him now as he tries to hold it in the zone. As he gets taken down, and there's going to be a call there as he got tripped up, as we'll see what the call is. As 6:53 left to go here in this, I think it's called a hold.
Yeah.
Either way, 6:53 left in the third, 5-2 Cougars. As you see there, Letmansky getting taken out, and that's where the call happens.
So holding call. So Nick Demchuk going in the box for the Riverkings. And the Cougars will go back to the power play. Shots on goal so far, 40-20 in favor of the Cougars.
Really good numbers for the Cougars here. Is this one top of the right circle shot that goes wide from Matt Olson. Sent back in by Van Dyke. Bounces off the end boards and then trying to send it out were the Riverkings, and they at least get it to neutral ice where it comes to Hunter Schiffman as he sends it into the zone to Kropp. Kropp along the right wing half boards holds up there. Letmansky back up to the right point to Olson. As he sends it back to Letmansky. Quick give and goal. Olson with a shot. Rebound opportunity as it deflected on net and came out. Good save on the pad there as it goes back up to the point for another shot. This time deflects wide of the net into the right wing corner. Big deflection save, though, by Nelson on that early chance.
He kind of lost it after that, but he was able to quickly regroup.
As Schiffman, a shot from the point, almost got a player in the face, comes back up to Schiffman at the left point. Down near the top of the right circle was Olson. Back to Schiffman there. They will switch places as now Schiffman, top of the right circle, sends the shot in, hit off the side, backside it looked like of the player there in Chris Esty, and allows for his team to clear it out here as we've got 56 seconds left on the power play opportunity. 5-2 Cougars with 6:50 left to go.
Good play by the Cougars there, even though it didn't generate a goal. Shifting up the positioning is always a way to loosen up the defense on a power play.
As this one poked and just held in by the Cougars, as sending it in behind was Nickerson. As this one blocking it out in front was Cody Rayback as he tries to keep it in for his team. Send it up near the point towards Doremus at that left point. Is this one now bouncing in the left circle? Both teams trying to get control of it. Comes up to Doremus at the left point, and then he sends it in, but right onto the stick of Carey of the Riverkings, who dumps it down towards Gillis, who will throw it in behind here for 14 seconds left of power play time with 5:08 left to go. Chase into the right wing corner. Gavin Nickerson there along with Zavane, and now goes up to the right point to Palermo. Palermo back down along the boards to the right wing corner as the penalty over for the Riverkings. As there's a quick shot, and that one hit a player out in front on Nickerson's one-timer. Otherwise, that would have maybe been a goal.
Yeah, he fired off that shot. That was a nice block by Austin Luxford there.
And then we're going to have a call against the Cougars here as Alex Sara got taken down. See who goes into the box for the Cougars. 4:38 left to go. 5-2 Cougars lead on the Riverkings. So it's Cody Rayback who goes.
Cody Rayback in the box. Probably upset because he can't score from the box. Although he's been as hot as heck, he might be able to do that lately.
He's got a point in this game, I believe, too.
Yeah, he does.
He's got the goal, and his line has been playing well, too, with Zavane and also Gavin Nickerson.
Between puck possession, scoring opportunities, that line just continues to impress.
Austin Luxford talking with the officials right now, and then also out there is Mike Watson. I'm not sure what the talks are about. See if we can catch maybe where that penalty happened there at the end. We do have a player going into the box on the other end, too. It was Sara who was the one who got taken down. We should have a good look of it here on our wide shot here. As you saw, it was Sara who gets it. I think he's right there catching him with the stick was Rayback. Actually, I don't think he touched him at all.
Well, it's not embellishment because he's not in the box. Now Heller is for the Riverkings, so be interesting to hear the call.
But yeah, watching that again, I don't think Rayback touched him, did he?
All right.
And there's where that is, a slash. Tough to tell from that angle if Rayback got a piece of him or not.
Right.
But I think they grabbed the wrong guy. I think it should have been, wasn't that Sara was the one who did the slashing? Either way, you got a player in the box for either team, so it's 5-on-5 hockey still.
Yeah.
Gillis will direct this to the right wing corner.
Yeah, I don't think the refs were sure. They were originally also sending Cole to the box, and then they pulled him back for Heller.
So this one up at the right point, it's Tyler Carey as he sends this one off the glass and low. Gets up to the top of the right circle, is trying to cut in with it was Kaiser as his team loses the puck. Comes back over to the near side onto the stick of number 18 for the Cougars and Hauke as he's able to get it out into the neutral zone and at least push it into the zone of the Riverkings as they have the puck in that left wing corner on Cole's stick. Lost it though to number 14 in Peters as he tried to send it down low for Kropp. Riverkings take it back as they try to exit the zone. Pass up and through and down to the right wing corner towards Mance as the Cougars defense takes it back as it was on the stick there of Hauke as he sent it in the zone. Back along the far side, this one bouncing along the right wing half boards as able to get it back into the neutral zone was Mance. As this goes back to Olsen. Olsen over to Lomberg will direct this one into the zone where it will go to the right wing half boards. Right wing corner, player there on either side as it comes free back to the Riverkings. Bouncing puck, taken back by the Cougars as it's on to the stick of Zateras. He takes a sharp angle shot, blocker save made by, and then another quick shot this time from Olsen from the left point as this gets to the right point now. Sent back down low as the Cougars trying to keep control. So two good saves from Nelson, one with the blocker and then the other one there on the shot from Olsen. As this one gets back up and we have another whistle here as two players are getting tied up. And we have the whistle go. We'll see what ends up getting called here.
Looks like Sara again. He was in the middle of the fracas with Olsen, Matt Olsen.
Yeah, and Olsen getting dragged to the box. I don't know if we're going to have another player as well.
Well, the penalties are now over for Rayback and Heller. Olsen going into the box for the Cougars, and I don't see the gate opening up for the Riverkings, so looks like it'll be a power play opportunity for the Riverhawks. River Kings.
Right, Riverkings here, 2.5 minutes left to go as we'll watch the replay of it here, try and figure it out. As that came over to the far side, and the scrum's going to happen here in just a second. You're going to see it happen in front of the benches as the puck ended up bouncing off, but play is resumed. So we'll go to that here as this one in the left circle, hit in behind the net by the Cougars as they try to clear it out. They at least get it to neutral ice. As this one coming free onto the stick of Watson. Watson takes it in towards the left wing corner as he gets pinned up there, and he tries to hold the puck on and kill off some time. Minute and 28 left on the power play opportunity for the Riverkings as it's dumped right back in by the Cougars. So good job on the kill so far. Two players end up meeting in behind the net. That'll kill off a couple extra seconds that they would have had. As now starting along the left wing is Heller. Heller backhanding this shot in onto the body of Palermo, directs it in behind as the player down for the Riverkings on top of where that puck is, and the whistle will go. As we'll see what ends up happening here. Frozen puck, but it was frozen, I think, by one of the Riverkings players, and Veremis talking with the official. As you see there in the replay, player down on top of the puck, and that's when the whistle eventually will come. So we'll see where they put this face-off, too. I think they're putting it in the left circle. So better look at it here. You see the hit by Palermo. The player goes down on top, and that puck just under him somewhere. As there's a shot from the right point that hits off of a player from Carey's shot, as the Cougars are able to clear it right back down. 45 seconds left to go on the power play. Cole for the Riverkings gave it off to Carey. Cross-ice pass to the near side to Quarters. Quarters turned it over right onto the stick of Zatara. Zatara streaking in along the left wing. Tried to feed it in front from Kropp. Couldn't get a stick on it. As Albitz sends it back into neutral ice onto the stick of Sara. Sara along the left wing. Backhands it towards the net. Directed away by Gillis. And then the Cougars lift this one back out as we are under the minute mark now with 15 seconds left to go here in this third period. So taking it behind the net and skating out is Tyler Carey. Carey through the middle of the ice, skates off to the left wing. Around one player, sends it off the boards in behind the net where Lockinen is as he gets checked as two players go down into each other. As that puck comes free back up to the right point for his shot, and that one directed wide of the net. Back to the left point where Carey is as he tries to send it down to the left wing corner. Coming in there trying to get the puck is Hunter Schiffman. Two players on either side of him. Three players as Schiffman holding that puck there nicely and killing off some time, and then finally freeing it up to his teammate as it now gets to Matt Olson. Matt Olson through the middle as they find a player who jumps out in front, puts it on his backhand, shoots, and save made by the goalkeeper and Nelson, and then shoving at it as it was free was Matt Olson. And now we got some extras going on in front of the net. Good saves by Sam Nelson. 1 second exactly left in the game, as we are back to 5-on-5 hockey, too. As they try to sort this all out, as there's a player in Matt Olson who's down on the ice, who is the player who was trying to stuff that puck in near the end. Getting a little bit of help there from Jesper Lomberg, who's got his helmet for him. As we'll see what ends up happening here because of it. I mean, 1 second left in the game. I wonder if what ends up happening is some words exchanged there towards the end. I don't know if they're going to put players in the box or not. There's 1 second left, but I guess they are. As going into the box was Tyler Carey. This is really more a formality more than anything, as this is, I mean, there's no time left in the game. So you got the two guys in there in the box as the Cougars putting out a line really fast. As they put out, as time runs out after the face-off, and now you've got two players tied up with each other. As one of the players was Brennan Peters and a couple of others. As he's getting dragged away is Peters. And Peters going back towards his bench and his players as this one is over. Cougars win it 5-2. So a good game for the Cougars as they now salute their home fans. So 5-2 ends up being the win. Little weird how it ended there for the Cougars. When we'll watch it here, there's the shot from Zatera on that last goal that gave them that nice cushion to get the win on the one-timer from Jesper Lomberg. So the 3 stars about to be announced now. We'll step aside for that.
Third star with 2 assists, number 4, winning, Doremus.
Really, Doremus, the 3rd star.
Second star with 1 goal, 1 assist, number 17, Anthony Bain.
Anthony Spain named your 2nd star.
And our first star with 2 goals and 1 assist, number 24, Cody Rayback.
And Rayback, the number 1 star named. So we'll see who, I think it's Cody Rayback that Eric Willowite has with him. So as we get ready here for him to go down there in just a second, but number 1 star, 2 goals and 1 assist was Cody Rayback. We will now go down to ice level with Eric with Cody.
Thank you, Chris. Chris, I'm with Cody Rayback, who was our number 1 star of the game for tonight. Cody, talk us through the game tonight. It was a tough game. You were playing a tougher opponent than you have been the last 2 games, but you guys were able to come out on top. What was the key?
It was a hard-fought game. We came out banging bodies and putting shots on net. We snuck a few in and got the win here.
Now, your line obviously has been on a particular roll. You had 4 points yourself last night, and then you come away with 3 points tonight. What's working for you guys, and what's working for you in particular?
We just move our feet, move the puck around, and just get shots on net.
Now, what about the job Dylan Gillis did? I know even though he only faced 20 shots, from a goalie standpoint, he made a lot of key saves to keep you guys going before you expanded that lead.
He's keeping us in the games. He makes a lot of huge saves.
Very good, very good. Well, thanks for your time, Cody. Number 1 star of the game.
Thank you.
Chris, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Eric. And when you look at it, it was a good game for the Cougars. They get that win. You see the shot there by Zatera. We're going to take a quick timeout, and then we'll have our final thoughts with Eric Willowite here on SportsDownChicago.com.
What's up? It's Jonathan Hood from Chicago's Game Night. You've heard me talk about the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, but what do the students think?
My name's John Stevens. I am a promotion coordinator at ESPN. Everybody was helpful. Everyone cared. All the teachers at ICB were really there and passionate about their job and sharing their idea and their dream with you so you could achieve your goal.
At ICB in Lombard, you learn the tools that will help you get that first job in the business. Dozens of industry pros teach you how to be on air, produce shows behind the scenes, work digital equipment, and design web pages.
And it works around your time. It's very flexible, and they work with you at every hour and any day they possibly can.
Plus internships, career placement assistance, and a commitment to your success.
I'm living the dream, and I suggest that everyone who has a passion for radio or television or web design, ICB is definitely a place for them to go.
Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to get started. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Just being part of the ESPN team is special, and it's all because of ICB.
It is very much the school where you get out of it what you put into it.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard gets results.
My name is Misty Callahan, and I am a traffic reporter for Total Traffic and Weather Network.
From being on air to the all-important behind the scenes.
You're constantly doing projects, and it's like not just in class stuff, too. I mean, there are projects you have to do outside of class time as well as interning.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting Lombard campus is where you go if you're serious about a career in broadcasting.
You had to come up with the show topics. You had to research the show topics, come up with talking points. points for your host. So it's not something that you just take a lackadaisical approach to. But if it's something that you really want to do, if you really want to be a reporter, if you really want to be on air, you really want to be a camera guy, then yeah, it's a program that'll at least give you the entry-level skills to help you get that first job in the business.
I'm Jonathan Hood, instructor at Illinois Center for Broadcasting at Lombard, and I suggest that you find out more today by going to the website beonair.com/Chicago Sports. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Check out our website at beonair.com/Lombard or call us at 630-916-1700 to set up a tour and see all the hands-on training you can receive. The best part of the program is the job placement department that will help you find your first job in broadcasting. Just listen to what some of our recent graduates have to say about the program. Kevin Wood, Production Director, Next Media, Joliet.
My favorite part about going to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting was, first of all, I got to do everything here. For anybody looking to get into the program, I would say be ready to learn, be ready to get in here and really take your skills to another level on your own. The instructors can show you how to do it.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
Just watch.
Back here on SportsTownChicago.com. Chris Labasco here alongside Eric Willowite. And when you look at it, Eric, good game for the Cougars, a 5-2 win against a tough opponent.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we talked about the couple of games before where the Cougars really had their way. They were in for a battle most of this game. It really was a close game up until the second half of the third period, and they were able to open it up.
Yeah, they really opened it up. Let's take a look back here at some of those goals that the Cougars scored, too, because there were some really good goals throughout this entire game. Obviously, Cody Rayback ends up being your number one star. We look at the first goal of the game that ended up happening for the Cougars here. You see this pass up to the point, and then the quick shot through some traffic, and then the rebound opportunity, or the puck came out. But yeah, it's been a good game, though. It was a good game for the Cougars overall. Here's the goal by the Riverkings.
Sara, I think.
Right. This is what brought it close after that first goal.
Right. So this cut the lead to 3-2, and we hung around the 3-2 mark for a little while. One thing, and even though he didn't get faced with a lot of shots, Dylan Gillis, he did come up with some key saves during key points in the game, where easily the game could have turned around and given the Riverkings some momentum.
Right.
That didn't happen.
And thankfully, and that was one of the points where you thought, okay, maybe this is what would happen. But now you have here 4-2. Cougars are in pretty good control, but you still want that extra goal.
Right.
And then Jesper Lomberg, good work along the boards, gets it to Zatera wide open in the slot for that one-time goal.
Yeah, that's a tough play for Nelson to try and stop. You have a man there who's just totally wide open.
The entire
great
net.
pass, the whole net to choose from. And he chose wisely, buried the puck. That made it a 3-goal lead for the Cougars at that point, and they didn't look back with a 5-2 victory.
And it felt like it was deflating, too, to the Riverkings once they got that third and final goal.
It did, because you can kind of tell towards the end of the game things got a little chippy out there. I think the Riverkings were frustrated and definitely trying to agitate the Cougars a little bit. The Cougars wouldn't have any of it. They were able to stick to their game. The shots on the board tell the story, 44-20. That's about, tell you a little bit about time of possession, too.
Yep. Tomorrow we will have the Chicago Cougars All Access show, as that will be happening tomorrow. We'll have a couple of the players on, maybe some of the players who are some of the stars. We'll see who they got. I'm sure they have the off day because they had the 3 games in the row. They usually have that as an off day Monday, so they might even be in studio for us. So from 2 o'clock tomorrow to 3, that whole hour, we'll have head coach and general manager Brad Stofers on the program and a couple of surprise players. But now let's take a look at the schedule coming up for the Chicago Cougars. The next couple of games on their schedule, they do get a couple of home games here coming up, especially on Friday, the start of some showcase games that'll be happening right here at the Sears Center, and also up at the Dells Ducks home. They play the Islanders this Friday, the 18th. So for those of you Star Wars fans who saw it on the 17th, well, you got a free day on Friday.
You can come over Friday, come to the Sears Center, come on out, enjoy some good hockey. Then on Saturday, December 19th, Looks like the Marquette Royals.
Yep, and they go up to the Dells to go play those games for the next couple. So they got the Marquette Royals, then the Traverse City Hounds, and then the Detroit Fighting Irish, all teams from the other side of the conference. They don't get to see a whole lot either, so that's another nice thing about it, too. And, of course, the game 5 o'clock for the game against the Islanders, that's here, and then noon, 9, and then 3 o'clock for those other games. And then they go and play Ileana out in Indiana after that. So a bunch of good games coming up, especially when you play opponents from the other side that you don't really see. So the showcase will be fun. We'll have that game for you. We might even have a couple extra games for you on Sportstown Chicago on Friday, too. So be sure to check out our website, sportstownchicago.com, for all the information of USPHL hockey. But it's been a fun one, Eric.
It
A win
has,
for the
Chris.
Cougars. They moved to within 1 point of the Dells Ducks, which is an important thing for them, too. But that's going to do it here for us. We thank you for listening in. We thank Rosa and Chris, our two camera people. We also thank Dr. Pete Ferreri, who was our director of everything. And, of course, thanks to Eric, my partner here. We'll see you next time on SportstownChicago.com.